Let's the project.
The mire of the everyday sloughs off. A war between magi. The wheel of fate turns. Week 1. Temper your sword and defend the value of your life.
The sky burns. Houses collapse into ruin. People fall to the ground. Roads come to an end. The conflict started here. With this, the world that was will be restored. It is here that I alone had survived. Don't remember. Never forget. Oblivion is salvation and sin. Never forget. I was born from perdition. This must be a nightmare. This had to be somewhere. It could be anywhere. These events that occurred in the true memories of childhood. A torrent of blood flows, and a voice resonating with bitter resentment can be heard. Lives fade away without a thought. Friends, family, strangers, all gone. Soldiers with guns, families trying to hold together. A grotesque struggle to the last, until a gentle peace descends as death comes to claim them. I could not accept all I have seen. The question of why never left me. Even with the divide between conflict and catastrophe, why did such a tragedy occur? No, more importantly, why has this world been turned into a hell on Earth? A gentle rain begins to fall. All things once living fade away, leaving only one behind. Amidst the helplessness of despair, their souls' last feelings are of rage and regret. The rain wets their cheeks as their eyes close one last time, dying forgotten and alone. Seeing this, I struggle to rise from the depths of death. I will not accept what I have been shown. If I can live again, I will definitely, but there are no second chances. And before long, the rain has cleansed the scorched earth. Never forget. I was born from perdition. What that means. Somehow, please don't forget it. It seems I saw some sort of twisted, distorted dream. That was unpleasant to wake up to. Where am I? The nurse's office? With that, I wake up in the nurse's office. I must have collapsed and was brought here. So was that world, the effigy that blocked my way, and that servant, all a dream as well? Dream, but it felt so real. No, this nurse's office is far different than the one I knew. It's similar, but off, somehow.
So, you're finally awake. I guess there are no limits to feebleness after all.
Feebleness? Are you just going to insult me?
While you were unconscious, I had naught to do but stare at you while you slept.
I'm sorry, but the overwhelming, unforgettable presence of someone suddenly appears beside my bed.
But it's all for the best, as you have come to in time for the start of the Holy Grail War. Incidentally, you are fully aware of what the Holy Grail War entails, correct?
The Holy Grail War? Holy Grail War. I've heard mention of it, but what is it exactly?
You know nothing of the Holy Grail War? And yet you somehow managed to become a master. While pitiful, ignorance is hardly a sin. I shall instruct you as I am able. Firstly, the Holy Grail is said to have held the blood of a savior and has the power to grant wishes.
Holy Grail? That Holy Grail? It's the basis of an entire body of Western religious history. A holy relic said to perform miracles that became well known through the Arthurian cycle.
The original has been lost to time, and all that remains are base counterfeits. But no matter. The Holy Grail, for which you are fighting, is a different object altogether. Early on, the Holy Grail War was the name given to the ceremony Magi held to gain the Grail. In truth, it was a bloody melee from which the sole survivor would be granted the Holy Grail. In simple terms, the tournament you're now in is an approximation of the original Holy Grail War. Now, new Magi have emerged, in a time in which thaumaturgy has all but faded away.
Magi? Magus? Although I can hardly believe that these words apply to me, it seems that others think of me as one. Whatever the case, it sounds like this Holy Grail War is a merciless fight for survival.
You're hopeless.
Please stop insulting me.
Here, to win is to live. To lose is to die. There's only one way to avoid death. The rules are simple. 2 Magi are assigned to fight each other, using their servants as weapons. The Magus who loses to their opponent is stripped of both their command seals and their life.
My eyes are drawn to my left hand, where I've been marked with 3 strange symbols.
You will face a series of battles before you reach the Holy Grail. The details really don't matter. There are a number of minor rules, but the most important one is win. Simple, is it not?
I doubt it's that simple. While I have a million questions, at least I know the basics now. And whether I want to be here or not, I'm now a participant in this Holy Grail War nonsense.
Indeed. As long as you understand the basics, that is enough for now. Now then, do you know what a servant is?
I mean, I know what the basic concept of a servant is.
You know nothing of servants either! It seems that your ignorance is boundless.
With an irritated expression, the servant before me continues to lecture me with subtle disdain.
Servants are legendary souls called from the past to help masters win in the Holy Grail War. Only those whose deeds are acknowledged long after their deaths become legendary souls. The servants, recreated here by the Holy Grail, are drawn from those whose legends endure. Servants are basically soldiers, there to guide and protect the Magus who summoned them. As per the rules of the original Holy Grail War, servants are divided into 7 classes. Originally, the classes of legendary souls were hidden, but things have changed over time. Saber, Lancer, Archer, Rider. What were the others? Oh well, they aren't of any importance. Only the Saber class matters. Also, these classes identify core skills only. Replicating every single skill would be impossible. A legendary soul's main traits are aligned with a class and then given form. It'd be safe to assume that an enemy servant's class will give you clues about their powers. Furthermore, it is said that those of the Saber class are far superior to other servants. So then, allow me to test your knowledge. I'm sure you know which class I belong to, yes?
Gee, is it the Saber class?
Correct. As the Saber class is the best of the servant classes, it's obvious that I'm a Saber. Yes, you have answered well. I can sense the promise and potential in you. Now then, from this time forward, you may refer to me as Saber. No honorifics are necessary. As you are my master, I will allow you to address me as an equal.
Saber. Her personality is going to be difficult to deal with, but she's definitely a worthy ally. Wait, if all servants are legendary souls, I wonder who Saber was in real life.
My true name? I've nothing embarrassing to conceal, and I'd be happy to tell you. But it'd be a disaster if an enemy were to learn my true identity from you. But if my name were to be known, it wouldn't affect my resolve or my approach to battle. I will share my name once I have learned a little more about you.
I guess that's the most encouraging words I'll get out of her.
But I understand your unease at knowing nothing at all. Although I can't tell you my name, question not the truth of my words. And as for the Holy Grail, all I know is that it grants wishes and creates servants using famous figures from history. With you as Magus and I as the mightiest of legendary souls by your side, the Holy Grail will be ours. For now, let that truth put your mind at ease. Allow my sword to clear away all of your doubts.
With that, my servant disappears into the ether. However, I can feel their presence nearby. They must be staying out of sight when they're not needed, so their identity can't be compromised. But how their identity would be guessed just by their appearance is beyond me. Alright, well, time to get up and go somewhere?
Ah, Hakuno. You're finally awake? I'm so relieved. You don't seem to have any injuries, so feel free to leave when you feel like it. Also, all of your memories have been restored by the Seraph, so do not worry. Any magi that see the Holy Grail have their memories suppressed and are given those of a student. Only masters who manage to recover themselves are allowed to enter the main tournament. Now that you've regained your memories, please review them to make sure they're complete.
Regained my memories? That's not right. Outside of my name, I can't recall anything of my past. I realized that everyone around me was forced to believe they were normal students. However, I cannot remember a single thing that happened to me before then.
Your memory restoration failed. I cannot help you. I, Sakura, am just a custodial AI.
My complaints were totally ignored. It seems that she can't act beyond her programming.
Oh, I should give this to you before I forget.
She gives me some kind of portable terminal. I assume it's for getting messages and whatnot.
As a participant, you should pay attention to any messages that appear on your terminal.
Alright, and with this new thing, let's go off to somewhere. Hey, what do you have to say?
So, this is the real thing, huh? The vibe here is totally different from the prelims. I went up to the rooftop to get a look at the sky. You should take a look. It's pretty wild.
The rooftop? Sure, I don't have any other place to go. These are a lot of stairs.
I've investigated this school from top to bottom, but there's nothing unique about it.
The girl pats the walls and floors, murmuring something to herself. We've never met, but she can't be anyone but Rin Tosaka. She has a nice face and figure, gets good grades, and is popular at Sukumihara Academy. From what I hear, she even makes Shinji jealous. However, she became popular while the school was at peace. Things are different now. That defiant gaze is nothing like the vacant smile of a popular kid. The Holy Grail War. Before I knew it, the school had been turned into a battlefield. Rin knows it too. Yeah, I hadn't registered it before, but we're all predators now. It's kill or be killed. I have to acknowledge that is the truth, even if I don't want to.
Huh? Hey, you over there!
Me? Her eyes soften as she looks at me.
Yeah, you. I haven't checked the NPCs out much yet. Aha, I know a simple way. Don't you move.
What are you doing? Unexpectedly, her fingers reach out and touch my cheek. Such thin, delicate fingers. I realize how remarkable it is that so strong a gaze can come from so innocent a frame.
Imagine that. You're warm, though you shouldn't be.
Thank you?
Huh? That's weird. Seeing her red cheek flush like that?
Her face is just 3 centimeters from the tip of my nose. My heart races at the closeness. Her breath exhales warmly against my cheek, and her hair tickles my bare neck. Her pat down of my shoulders and stomach seems playful compared to the harsh gaze from earlier. Transfixed, I'm unable to move as her pale fingers slide over me.
Interesting. You're more well-built than I'd expected. You look and feel real. Maybe more real than most people. Hey, what are you laughing at? It's to our advantage to look into everything, even the NPCs.
She looks behind her, scowling. Although invisible, her servant must be there.
Huh? She's a master too? No, a master should be more... wait, that means when I felt up...
She must be thinking about it now because she's blushing. As am I.
Ugh, how embarrassing!
Enjoying yourself there?
Shut up! I can make mistakes too, you know. Don't call me a pervert.
I'm pretty sure she was addressing an off-color comment coming from her servant there.
It could have been my imagination, or a hacker. Such a detailed NPC would rarely exist otherwise. Anyway, you're to blame for being confusing. You're too bland to be anything but an NPC.
Wait, me?
Nothing but a blank look on your face, even now. Were the prelims too boring to jog your memories?
She touched on a subject that I would rather not think about, even in jest. It kind of grinds me to a halt.
No way. Your memories still haven't returned? That's really not good. Once you enter the Holy Grail War, the only way out is to win. Leaving prematurely isn't allowed. Even without memories or previous battle experience, you still have to fight. Oh well, it doesn't matter. You'll be defeated in the Holy Grail War soon enough.
As the concern disappears from her voice, I glimpse the real Tosaka, my opponent in the Holy Grail War. It isn't personal. She considers everyone in the Holy Grail War her enemy.
An impudent blow, but it piques my interest. You will be an intriguing foe, should you have the courage. Those are fighting words, Master. When we meet her in battle, I will give her my answer to them.
Unlike my servant, I have nobody response to my future rival. I have to win. Now that I know what's at stake, I have to win.
Well, I guess I pity you. We're not cracking into the system and destroying it. We're hacking. I don't know what's on the other side of the Seraph's wall once it goes down. Did your soul get jarred after you made it to the main event? If it's lost or unreadable, then how about you investigate later? Well, in any case, you don't look like you're cut out for fighting. Thanks to excitement or nerves, everything feels unreal, no matter if you have memories or not. You can't help feeling like you're in a dream. It'll be hard to win feeling so disoriented.
So I've lost my memories. Who am I? What's my story? What am I even doing in this Holy Grail War in the first place? All I know is that I'm a master with a servant at my command. What just happened just now?
Once your opponent has been decided, it's like the tournament has officially begun. What? You don't know who you're fighting? You better go find Father Kotomine.
Father Kotomine? I guess, sure. Hey, do you know where Father Kotomine is?
Father Kotomine? Find him yourself. He's putzing around the school.
Wow, thanks.
Congratulations. You have been deemed worthy to be a participant in the Holy Grail War.
Thank you, I think.
You may call me Father Kotomine. I am an NPC assigned the task of supervising the Holy Grail War. As of today, you and your fellow Magi have been given the honor of fighting in the arena up ahead. The war is run as an elimination tournament, with the Grail being awarded to the last person standing. In other words, the participating masters will kill each other until there's only one person left. Simple enough to understand, yes? Even a complete idiot should be able to understand the rules. Masters get a 6-day preparation period before elimination battles, which occur on the 7th day. I'd advise you to use the time given to devise the most efficient means of slaughtering your foe. On the 7th day, you and your foe will fight. The winner lives, and the loser is deleted. If you wish to make a query, speak now. The right to ask about the rules is given to all.
Actually, I don't have any questions.
I see. Good luck then. Is something troubling you?
Yeah, actually, wait.
What was that? You have yet to be informed of your first round opponent. Wait just a moment. Strange. There seems to be a system error. I will locate your opponent by tomorrow. One last thing. Masters that continue to advance will be given a private room.
A private room? Oh, cool.
Your room will be located in classroom 2B. Please enter this password into your terminal. Well, the time of a conversation has come to an end. The door ahead leads to the arena. For today, concentrate on becoming accustomed to the inner workings of the arena. The arena entrance uses the same door you went through during the preliminaries. Good luck.
Hey, isn't that Taiga Miss Fujimura over there?
Hey, Hakuno! You'd be willing to do your poor teacher a tiny little favor, right? Right?
Sure.
Thank you! You've made my day. So, my favorite kendo sword has up and disappeared. I stashed it in the supply room, but it somehow managed to find its way into the arena. Since I can't go in there, I need you to get my kendo sword and hand it over during the first round. I'm not here all the time, so you'll want to check back every now and then. Thanks again!
Well, I'm glad some things don't change.
Huh, you're a master too? I know things just kicked off, but man, there are a lot of people here. Honestly, you look really absent-minded. You'd better pull it together if you want to win.
Why does everyone say I look absent-minded?
You know, I decided to participate with my honey and we were able to get through the prelims. I have to gather as much information as possible for my honey.
I entered into this war thingy with my darling and we both made it past the prelims. Behold the terrifying power of love. Maybe you should find someone to help you out too.
Saber, how do I break it to them that only one of them can win?
Master, once inside the arena, if you leave, it will signal the end of the current day. I recommend that you complete all your shopping and data gathering before entering the arena.
I understand, thanks. This is the arena entrance. Should I head inside? Yeah, let's go.